this session, so we keep the memory of the moment.
I
Maybe
like.
we can share with all the team. We have a
Okay.
private chat.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm very open to it, and it's really funny. I really want just to give you a glimpse because I don't know if you already know about it or if you heard about it, but you didn't get into it, about the sacred Mayan calendar. There were many, but one was the most spread because it contains exactly 260 days, and this is the average pregnancy cycle. And with this cosmic key, you can actually calculate the movements of the stars, and you have the birth cycle here. So it's like a fractal measurement of big cycles and earthly cycle. And it's really magical.
It's magical. And I saw some video that there are like circle that turn one right clockwise and anti-clockwise, like spirals. We have the
Yes.
energy right and left.
Like the electrocopper spirals. Actually, you can depict them as wheels which turn forever, but what they really produce is this endless streaming energy of time. And that's very interesting because that's my expertise since decades, and it's related to everything, to moving, to dancing, to Aikido. And finally, now it's bridging the gap as well to electroculture. And I just calculated, and I really want to share that quickly.
Yes, sure.
I didn't have the time to put a little bit color on it, but you are the red crystal Skywalker. And to be honest, my first, very first love and girlfriend was a red Skywalker too, but I didn't know then because I was 14 years. But the first thing when I visited her first time was what was she showing to me, a world map with a lot of needles, which she proudly presented. I've been there and there and there and there and there. So these are the travelers, the Skywalkers, curiosity. A very interesting keyword is spaces, new frontiers, barriers, overcoming them, setting borders if needed, but it's all about space. And I often tell the people it's the Marco Polo principle.
Yes,
But you're a Marco Polo, so you're in his footsteps. You're traveling the world.
I travel a lot.
I know.
And I have from my girlfriend a map of Italy with all the sunflower of the projects and the world with all the flags for the projects in ElectroCulture.
Well, so you're definitely on your track, Andrea. But I don't need to tell you that. But it's like a magical confirmation. And just to complete it, in the upper part, you have the red serpent. It's the representative of life force, and especially as well for the spiral. And the spiral is a major theme in the electroculture. And the very interesting part here is the blue knight, which is the power of dreaming. The power of dreaming, like challenge, start to dream bigger. You started in Bologna, worldwide, and finally we give it next into the universe. This is very interesting as well. It's the yellow star. It's the occult power, the hidden power, which I think you can probably unlock, is the power of beauty and aesthetics. And there I can help you a little bit in this part, because as a former art teacher,
absolutely. We love art. We love art, colors. You need to put this part to create more artistic concept.
Well, I'm really happy because I think really some magical events are like in front of us, and some can be very creatively connected, and then it's like a multiplied force. Your network and your community, my community, kids Aikido community, so we can all weave together, and then we're really gonna fly together. And that's what I actually wish for me and all my friends, and especially people like you. If you're not already flying.
No. I'm always a little bit
Good grounded. Good grounded.
Now I need to rest a couple of weeks because
Yeah.
my knee. But
Yeah.
it's a good time, so we can chat. I can tell you what we did here in Italy, and then you are free to apply whatever you want for. Are you educating children from which age, more or less?
Well, actually, I was a former art teacher, so I gave art and how to draw, how to paint, all this stuff, and even building stuff with wooden stuff like this and different schools. But then I realized that the school system is really fucked up, so I changed to Steiner School and this alternative schools. But 3 years ago, I really decided to let the school behind me, and the only thing I really continue is the kids' Aikido classes, because
Okay.
Aikido is the way of peace, and that's
Okay.
fertile soil, the small kids, and they have the age from 6 to 16.
Okay. Okay. So I'm telling you my experience, and you can apply whatever you want to make a experiment proposal, and you will see. So usually we start with a very basic tool like the Lakosky coil that is simple, but you can create all the variations like with metals and
Mm,
colors.
mm,
So you can start playing with the colors. You can start playing with the metal combination like copper and aluminum, copper and iron. And then you can start measuring how the people feel when you shoot the ring, for instance, in your neck. You try in your neck here, and you need to breathe to understand the feeling. And then you can try like a bracelet in your
okay.
left or right arm. It change. Then you can try like in your arm here in your cintura,
Yeah,
la
yeah.
cintura.
This is a
Okay,
calypso.
like a
Yeah,
belt,
yeah.
or you can try in the nella
Joints, in the joints, even in the joints.
exactly. So you
Yeah.
can try multiple places.
Wow.
Here it is, here it
Yeah.
is, belt and
Wow.
the leg,
Wow.
and
Interesting.
then
Really. Yeah.
and you will see that the energy is changing. Even right and left is changing. If you put
Wow.
only one in the right, only one in the left, it will change. I do explain aura measurement with a rod, so I can
Oh,
feel.
with
Yes, with the
oh, okay,
rod
okay, okay.
you can feel the aura of the people. Then you sweep the Lakosky ring here, and you see the expansion. When you
Wow.
have an expansion, you have aura increase, so you
Wow.
you increase your energetic field.
Wow.
When you decrease, it keeping you less energy, so it's not good for you. And you can test even the plants before and after. You can understand the energetic field of the plants before without nothing, and after with the ring. And then you can play with the colors. You can play with the colors because, like, maybe you love a color.
Red,
What is
green.
your best color? What is your favorite?
Green. I like green.
Okay,
Yeah.
with the green, your field will expand in a certain way. You try the blue, is different. The red is different,
Wow.
and the plants,
Wow.
they act exactly the same. So first of all, you can try with this simple device. You make it, you can teach how to make it, and you try in different part of the body and in the plants.
Wow.
You can use the Lakosky coil also for pre-germination charge of the seeds.
Okay.
So you make it, you put some seeds like This is, for instance, is wood and copper. Huh?
I like. Wow, that's a nice one, Andrea. Oh, did you make that, or did someone?
No, it's available in the market. You can buy it.
Wow, this is not only working; it looks beautiful. So it's good design. Wow, I like that.
And you can add seeds here for 1 week, 2 weeks, and start with a comparison. You have a testimonial, like a control group, no energy, and you start seedling in multiple pots. You can use any seeds, but the faster responsive are the one I have indicated even in the workshop, in the fundamental series. So you can use lentils, arugula, you can use radish. Radish are very fast
Very
growing.
fast. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Or sunflower normally takes 2 weeks to sprout,
Okay.
2 weeks. But with the energy in electroculture, sometimes we have sprout after 3 days.
Okay, well, that's a big difference. Okay, let's repeat that. Yeah,
Yeah, so
okay.
you can try just 5 type of seeds with different devices, no energy, and always the control so everybody can see the difference. That is
Yeah.
very important. And then the other devices are spirals. Okay, you can make the spirals, and you can charge.
Yeah. Things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
spirals with the seeds inside, or spiral can be used even to charge water. If you put on top of a
Okay.
water a
Yeah.
spiral, or like this, like the Lakowski with the water.
Okay.
And then you can use the water for seeds. The water, even again, you can measure the aura with the rods or with your feeling with your hands, and you understand the perception of what is best for you. So spirals, then you can move in pyramid.
Yeah.
You can use pyramid to charge the seeds again, and the control outside. And then you make the plantation, you make the seedling, and everybody can see the difference in terms of germination rate. Because when we use subtle energy, we impact the life of the seeds, and they want to live more and more. They want to live, they want to show the beauty of the nature.
Okay, so not too long.
1 week is enough, 1 week, 10 days.
Um,
And the pyramid depends mainly on the solar storm. If we
okay,
have a lot of solar storm,
like now. Yeah.
okay, it will be energized in 1 day, two
Okay.
days. And you
Okay.
can go seedling and you will see the difference immediately. If it is a low solar storm, better to keep it inside 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay.
And according to the seed, let's say, if it is an ancient seed, like a wild seed, they
Yeah.
will respond immediately.
Yeah.
If it is a seed that is manipulated a little bit by human, the response could be a little bit different, maybe later. And sometimes even you don't see any difference because they lost the memories.
Yeah, the power actually. I have a
Exactly.
question, Andrea.
Sure.
I just this wonderful document. You probably know that your French colleague Yannick Van Doorn is actually hopefully fulfilling his mission to create this documentary, which hopefully should come to cinema in this fall. And when you have done a donation, you have received a wonderful PDF where as well the activation with the magnets is explained. But if I remember, am I right that if you do activate the seeds with magnets, you have to do it properly, and you have to not to overdo it, so they are not like exploding before they actually have been seeded. So is it different with pyramids or?
Yes, it's different because every seed has a range where it can be exposed, and especially with magnets, if you do a kind of overdose, you can burn the seeds. The same with electricity. If you use too much power, you can burn the seeds. There is a certain range where the seeds can be treated. And from my point of view, I don't like electricity. I don't like too much magnetism. I prefer only natural energy, like inside the pyramid, it's the sun with the solar storm. Spirals captures the sun. Lakowski ring capture the cosmic waves and the sun waves. So with this kind of device, we don't have any collateral effect. We don't have dangerous.
Burning houses.
And this is a static, very easy to make it. So then you can use the antenna, or you can use the geotherapy. That is incredible. Even the power of the stones. We do a lot of experiment with that since 12 years, and we have selected the best caves of minerals in my country, and we use 3 to 5 different stones, and every stone is able to capture the light and release it in different ways. Okay, so we like crystals, they can capture the light and re-emit the light based on the characteristic they have. So what we have created is a mix of stone, is a balanced mix that can work in the majority of the cases. And the stone have been resetted, and then we have charged with frequency of light, sound, and structure water. These kind of stones collect the information and they release it in the soil to speed up the growth of the plants.
Is it like fine powder?
No, it's small stones.
Okay, and you produce it as a product, and then you
Yeah, it's a package, 1 kilo or even
okay,
one ton.
yeah,
And you can put 20, 30% of these stones in your seedling box. Okay.
okay. Oh, okay. That's a nice. Okay, that's a powerful, fine, dispersed
Exactly. You
way
mix
to
it,
crystallize. To use the crystals for
you
the
mix
first.
with the soil,
Yeah, nice,
then
nice.
you put your seeds on top.
Yeah,
These stones, we collect the light and are pushing the life in the soil as well, like microorganisms will accelerate the life of the soil, etc. And the plant will grow faster and faster. so,
okay, okay,
so
okay.
you can combine all these
Yeah,
technique,
yeah,
like you can energize with the ring and the pyramid, the seeds all together. You can put a spiral on top. Then you prepare the seedling tray with the stones, and you can use the water, the structure water. Okay. Next week we have the lesson for water. I
yeah,
will explain more than 10 techniques that you can use. And this will increase again the germinability and the germination rate. And this is the proof that we are working in the right direction.
yeah,
But for
yeah.
me, it's very important to do a lot of tests with the seeds to show the germination rate, because life it's connected to the germination rate. If you have 10 seeds and all 10 they grow up, you have
It's good.
100%. And you can test in this way. You can test soil, technology. You can test human
Oh,
interaction.
okay, okay. You use this as well for checking out the fertility of soil, or as well like if it's highly structured water.
For instance,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The
Interesting.
response, more seeds germinates, and you
Okay.
repeat.
As a living being, I don't want to grow here. So 3-4 decide I do it anyway, but the rest stays wrapped in and says no, I not like that. So this, okay, I really like this, and this is already a cool story for telling the kids a story, that the seedlings are really like little dwarfs, and they want best earth, best water, and if yes, boom, they bloom, and if not, they just stay home.
Exactly. Or you can make an experiment with 5 seeds on top of the Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe 30 centimeter, you seed again 5 seeds, 1 meter, and 5 meters distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can understand how this frequency are impacting and creating a different.
Disturbing. Yeah.
Exactly. When life is in the right environment, it starts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 100% germination rate. Okay,
Good.
it's good.
Well done. Well done.
Well done.
Nice. Okay. Well, I really liked just what you gave me is enough for a 1-day workshop for kids. I will start
Absolutely.
with 2 or 3 hours to give them first information, turning the first spirals and preparing everything, because I actually have chosen the 21st equinox as a starting point for either the students, my Aikido kids, and friends who are ready to to be on who. It's not about bigger, better, like in the old dying world. It's about really who uses all the supporting forces in sync, so it gets the biggest tomato or banana or whatever. So everyone is invited. So 21 this year will be like a starting point for the first little electroculture wave we want to initiate here around my little hometown. Just that you know, that's the reason why I
It's
was happy
fantastic.
that we could talk today. So I am prepared for my next step.
And then this is just the beginning, because with the beginning, we start with these devices, and the devices, when we create the device, we put our energy inside, and this is important.
Intention,
Intention, energy inside the copper, inside the aluminum, inside when we make the mix for the plants. So it's important that we have the knowledge and we have the consciousness that we start influencing the experiment. Because at the beginning, you can play with the device, the colors, the material, but then you need to increase the sensibility and to work with your heart, with your energy, with the group also. Because if all the group make a good intention for these seeds, and maybe you have another sample area with no intention, nothing, you can see the difference in very short time. So you can play even with this part or introduce it later if the audience is ready. But this is the evolution, human power, human interaction with the nature, understanding all the connection step by step.
By the way, a proposito connection. I wrote you, as far as I remember, about this spiritual community Damanur in your country.
Yes, I know.
Damanur, did you hear about them?
Yes.
Have you already been there?
I know. I'm not been there. I use the music of the plant device that has
Nice
been
one.
the. I use this device. I know some people. I've been invited to visit, but I never been. I was so busy in other projects.
Yeah, I can imagine. I just want to share something very little. I have been there twice and probably a lot more often, because friends of us are just opening up this March in 2 weeks a vegetarian vegan restaurant down there. And actually the most important thing is that people come together and start talking and exchanging and inspiring themselves again. So he really opens up, and he has the support of the whole community. They are happy that someone brings new ideas, and he's a close friend of me. By the way, he's a Red Skywalker too. That's the reason why he's traveling from here to there. But hopefully he stays a little bit there, so he really can get something up. But the thing is, two things. When I visited the second time Damanhur last August, and my Silvia was driving, and I was just doing spirals because I wanted to put them everywhere like secret agent. So while I was rolling, I just remembered, hey, they are doing this copper thing since 40 decades. They just call it different, like the spiral they call Selfica. So I was remembering that they have done a lot of research, and I knew that Falco, the founder, that was his name, Falco. So he wrote something about the whole thing. And when I was there, I just scanned his biography to remember what it was. And then he actually said exactly the same thing. It's important that if we roll a spiral, that we are not only making an electromagnetic antenna, but we actually we invite a spiral being into it, and we can even communicate with it and even program it, give it an intention. So I just wanted to say to you or reflect to you that they are actually doing the same thing, just a little bit from a more esoterical point of view. And I found it fascinating. And that was the reason why I told you, you have really to go there, spread your wisdom. And I'm so sure that a magical can happen. That's one of the most important things I wanted to share to you. And just something second, and the friend who opens up the restaurant has told me they have a project where they do worldwide spread. They do with pendulas a network of trees which are like oriented spiritually, like a tree network. And I just, hey, bring me some pendulas. I'm gonna join this group. And I just thought, hey, this is probably something for Andrea. I really like this thought. Maybe you have already heard about that, but it's like synchronize the trees, and especially the big mother trees. What do you think about that?
We did a workshop with Alana Moore to be connected with the trees and the elemental spirits, starting several years ago. And
Wow.
we normally have one workshop every year. This year will happen in June 14 and 15. We do these kind of things, explaining how you can connect with tree, with spirits, how you can do co-design with them for your garden, for your place, and you can interact with multi-dimension things. So, and the radiesthesia open this interaction because you should have the sensibility to feel something that is coming from another dimension. We use it as part of the journey I did and I'm teaching. Because in the academy, ElectroCulture is only one small part of the approach. We have a big holistic approach, including geobiology. That's very important. The energy of the earth, of the sky, cosmic energy, sun energy. Then we have free energy. That is another chapter of
of exploration for the Red Skywalker. Yeah,
exactly. And then we have radiesthesia like technique to investigate and to understand, investigate, and have some let's say line that you can follow. But again, at the end of the day, we want to see the results. I'm only result oriented on what is happening in the material world. Of course, we have a lot of spiritual connection, but I don't talk too much about this with my students, especially online. I talk in person. So we have this part that is developed in person and is including all the spiritual part. When you put together all this elements. Okay, you have a very big holistic view, so you can understand immediately the ecosystem. You can make analysis, even physical, chemical, energetic analysis, but you can understand exactly what the ecosystem wants, what the plants wants, and you can act to increase the energy flux, the energy harmony of the place. When the harmony is coming, all the life will increase, the biodiversity increase, and the plants will grow bigger and so on. Especially when the farmer is conscious of this power, because
if not, it's unconscious power. Maybe
yeah, exactly, because
that it's unconscious, it's not fully empowered. It's so logical.
Otherwise it doesn't work. It's not working. The if you have a speculation approach, you want to take for business only, is not working, and the project will fail. And so it's not so simple. It's not just putting a ring in a plant or an antenna. That's why we want to teach more and more, and we want to give the consciousness of the relation we have with the nature. And this is why we introduce more topics. That takes time. And we are doing all this with Michael and Daniela in Sonnenschmiede, with Peter.
Actually, I happened to know them already last year. I was at the Sonnenschmiede because he is quite popular with his sun dryers. So I knew from that years ago, and then finally through my partner, I could, because she knew them already, I could enjoy for 2 days his, well, actually it's a very beautiful and very green or greenish garden, and I saw, of course, everywhere sparrows. So now I know how you're connected, and that you're probably one of the reasons why there are so many sparrows.
Yeah, we did many workshops, and this year we have a big program. And then the article in Nexus are now out of the market, so we will do workshop in Germany. So Peter is in South America now, developing some farm and other holistic place in South America. So he will come back.
Which Peter, Andrea? Which Peter?
Peter Rettemund.
Rettemund, he's Swiss.
Galeron.
Yeah, okay. So you actually, that would have been one of my questions. If you are already connected, of course, you know the other people around. Matt Ruske in US, but probably you're not yet with all connected. So in here in Europe, you know,
I'm
the
not
most
connected with all. I know some, and unfortunately, in some cases, everyone took his own road, and it's not easy sometimes to collaborate because we have different vision and.
Well, I'm actually, I didn't tell you so far, after the next symbol after the Skywalker is, by the way, the wizard, the white wizard. So I am a white wizard. And that means after exploring all this new stuff like Marco Polo, he brings all the stuff back and he gives it to the magician and says, do something with it. So that's the reason why if you give me some copper coil, I do some crazy things with like that. This is like a magic stick. You can program it to catching dreams or flies without killing them, whatever. So this is my expertise to really create some new fancy ideas. And what I'm really loving is to connect and bring people together. And my 3 themes for this year is my own soul mission. This is bringing the wisdom about the sacred cycles among the people. I do that since 20 years. Second, in the afterflow of this Maya wisdom comes the cacao, because I really think that cacao is helping a lot of people to getting grounded and actually reconnect with their own nature, and especially with the nature out there. And as I already wrote you, in April we are going to visit in Guatemala our cacao farm to talk about the future, and I'm so excited. I already told Andreas, hey, check out if there are copper wires. We need a lot of them. So I really want to do coils. Lakowski, I want to grow the biggest copper
but
ever.
if you have a lot of trees, don't need to use only one single device per tree. There
Yeah,
are, like you see, there are large scale device. We can do a program, a project together. I have
yeah.
a customer that is a very small cafe shop. It's working only with little farm in Guatemala, Paraguay.
Okay,
That
okay.
that there are small farm like 3, 5, 6 hectares. They work 20 families, and is helping this kind of farm. And we do charge of the coffee with pyramids. We do
Oh, okay, okay. I see.
so because we can use the energy even in the transformation, preservation, not
Oh,
only in the
oh.
not
Thank you, Andrea, for inspiring me. I even if I already, believe me, experimented with the pyramid 30 years ago because my papa had this pyramid power book and I was so interested. And I asked him to help me to create one. First, we made it with paper, with cartoon. But
yeah,
later, I tried everything with copper. And I actually, when I was 13, 40, 20s, I actually didn't have the idea about working with seeds. I just tried to dry fruits to
yeah.
conserve them. And that was my only focus to show the people that it works. But now with the seed and preservation of the cacao seed, it's thank you for
Exactly.
this.
We did
Thank you for this
for
precious idea.
we
Yeah.
did for coffee, and so it's a special coffee that is
Oh,
very um let's say it works with local people to help the small family village, and is not a multinational company. It's really ecological, organic,
all
and
but beautiful. Yeah.
and and
Yeah.
so we have all these opportunities, and we can do a project together if you want. I can do the consulting. I can help
Um,
because there are a lot of tips and tricks. There are more than 50 different approaches we can use, and depending on the size, on the plants, on the
okay.
place.
Andrea, well, then just a proposal. We will be the first 10 days after arriving there. That will probably be from the 1st April to the 10th. And then we are traveling and visiting Maya pyramids.
Ruins. Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
So the first 10 days probably we are on the farm and we want to film and take a lot of pictures because I want to make a little documentary to support the whole stuff. So we have plenty of work. We're not just chilling in the hamaka. But if you are, because the time shift,
We can
it will be
do we can do a
a Zoom.
Zoom like now it's afternoon. It will be morning in your
Super,
place. You
super.
give me the time zone difference, and
Okay.
we play.
Yeah,
We
and which
play.
I present you the man who is really, it's really, we are really working together with father and son. Father is an original Indigena, he's a Maya, and his son has studied agriculture. So the father has the land, the son has new wisdom. We bring our wisdom, and now we bring this the spirus. And mixed all together, we can really create something, I think,
Super,
wonderful. And
super
thanks.
cacao.
Yeah. So,
Okay, good.
one
So
question, one concrete question. If you come the first time at the end of March to the Sonnenschmiede, we are already in the flight to Guatemala, so we won't see us there. If we wouldn't, I would have been in the Sonnenschmiede. But as far as I see, you come back at the end of June.
yeah, there are many workshops. One is in May,
Okay.
then June, then August.
Okay. So all the time in the Sonnenschmiede.
Yeah, yeah. These are
Okay.
in the
Okay.
sun is
So,
me. Then in April I will be in Germany, and in June again I will be in
okay.
Germany.
So, Andrea, concrete question. if you travel, especially to Switzerland, and it's just 15 minutes from here, the Sonnenschmied. I live now with Silvia very close to them, so it's very close. And if you travel anyway to Switzerland, would it be possible? It's just a question to ask you for coming maybe 1 or 2 days earlier, so I can even do like a lecture, an evening workshop, or afternoon and evening, and even do a little cacao, not ceremony, ritual. So we drink very consciously a cup of cacao, we join together, we exchange. Would that be possible maybe at 1 or 2 of these later dates?
Yeah, we try. Okay, I give you the possibility to meet for, of course. Maybe when I come back, I stay half a day, what is necessary.
Yeah.
And we have the cacao ceremony, and you explain me my Maya Skywalker Marco Polo history. and now, so this video is recorded just to explain that we can work with children, we can work with farmers, with people, and you got the fundamental course. Now we are missing one lesson, will be next week. And how do you feel with the workshop online?
I did already yesterday a written feedback, because the last 2 days I was really flat on the mat, so I don't want to do a video without not being 100%. So the video will come. I really liked it so far, and to be honest, water has been a subject in my life as well since more than 20 years. To be honest, I call myself Aquari Urs.
Okay. So it would be fun next week.
So I'm actually I wrote it already in the feedback. I mean it really. I enjoy receiving high frequency information from high frequency beings, and listen to a subject I already know a lot or enough, and to hear it from another perspective, connected with other subject, with other personal ties. It's for me like having instead a Hollywood movie. I enjoy Andrea telling me about the mystery of water, and even deepening my own understanding. So I'm even more curious than even before, because normally I think I have read and learned a lot of water, but there is really, water is a mystery, and we are water, so we are all a mystery to each other, and probably especially to ourselves sometimes.
All right. So, Jose, it was very nice to talk to you. I hope you got new ideas to develop. Don't hesitate to contact me. You have one last question.
No, exactly. The thing is, I can offer you, helping you upgrade your presentation, PowerPoint presentation. That's an offer I can do as an art teacher. This is one of my digital expertise. I don't do it a lot, but if I do it, I like it. And since quite a lot of years, my first presentation was for last Friday, was an ElectroCulture presentation. So I can help you here a little bit out. And the second thing is, I happen to receive last Friday, when I was working at our culture Oasis, a young woman came in, and she said, I don't know why, but I need to talk with you. And then, okay. And then she it realized that the Permaculture General Association has their annual meeting just in my hometown in 3 weeks. And I said, hallelujah, this is exactly what we need. We need to bring electroculture into it. I offered it to it. And yesterday, she said, I Googled and I didn't find enough proof that this works. And I say, hey, no, it works, patent. So, but she declined. So, because I know one of the major themes of the organization heads, my question is, do you have already connection to the permaculture movement? And if not, I could help you to connect, because if electro-permaculture is already existing in Italy.
We have the connection, because Sonnesmide was a very big permaculture center. And when we try to combine like everything, there are people scared, there are people that don't believe.
Okay,
So
okay,
I never insist, Jose,
okay,
because if something happen, you see when it joined, it go
okay.
flawless, no problem. And
I
there
will
are a
do
lot.
one more try. I will do one more try because I really know Christoph Beatrolli, who is since 20 years in this association. I will give another buts. If I get an echo, I give my best to connect. And if no, Switzerland has to wait a little bit till these two movements come together.
I believe he was invited in one of my first workshop by Michael and Daniela in Sonneschmidt. Probably was there, but no
Yeah.
problem. You do your trial and you see if you
Okay.
have an echo, let's go on. Otherwise,
Yeah, okay, okay. I just wanted
and
to share it because I was really like, wow, that's really a nice coincidence. But sometimes the universe makes a twist. So I don't want to force things, but if it's possible, we all have something out of it. Yeah.
good. So if anybody want to contact you, I can leave your contact in my YouTube channel for what exactly you can provide education for Aikido or creative stuff. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, and I will send you my German presentation. And if you like it and you say, I want to have something similar, I'm your man.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, I really wish you a very, very quick getting back full force. And I'm really looking forward to enjoy you next Monday.
Yeah, see you soon,
See you
Aquarius.
soon. Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye, Andrea.
Ciao, José.